One of the dangers of buying pre-construction property, be it a condo or a house or anything, is that it takes a while. Well, pre-construction homes, pre-construction condos aren't finished the week, the day, the month, the year that you're making the initial deposit with. So as you, the buyer, is making deposits on this property, it could be 3, 4, 5 years down the line. So the difficulty lies in that in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, a lot could change. Now, not only with the buyer in terms of income and those kinds of things, but the other thing could change is the market itself. And at times during the times of the COVID lockdowns, and certainly since then, the market has been occasionally chaotic with the interest rates and everything else. People have found themselves, unfortunately, and this is very sad to be honest with you, is losing, not able to close, not able to assign the properties to somebody else, and therefore losing their deposit, among other things. And so one of the things, a question that came up that I'm sure some of you probably never thought of, but this is actually important, is, well, I tell you what, I mean, we have this loss anyway, so can you write this off? Is this a business loss? Is this an income loss? So I talked to a couple of tax accountants, and while I urge you to talk to a tax accountant if this is your situation at all, here's a few tidbits of information. I think you'll find this very interesting. I'll try to make this quick. Beautiful people, I'm Andrew the Realtor, as many of you know who've watched this before. Here's the thing that we're dealing with. So this is an old article I just used as a pick, something to show. Toronto area buyers are walking away from deposits on new homes as much as $300,000 or more. I know situations like this, been in there myself. And here the question that comes up, and has come up, and you should ask, can I report a lost real estate purchase deposit as a loss on my taxes? So heavens, at least you already lost the money. Maybe at least you could save something in the taxes. So here's the answer, in essence. First of all, again, I urge you, always talk to a good tax accountant. Guys, the CRA don't play, seek tax accountant's advice. But that in mind, the answer is actually contextually driven. Context, 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 right? So following the surrogatum principle, surrogatum, it's Latin, forgive me for mentioning it wrong. In essence, what it does is the payment takes on the attributes of what the payment is meant to replace, and is then taxed, not taxed, or counted as a loss accordingly. So what that means is whatever the original purpose was for that thing in which you lost the money, that is what counts. That is the context that is important. So the answer to that specific question is, can you cut it as a loss? Well, there are three. So first of all, if the home was supposed to be a principal residence, which is the case with a lot of people, to be honest with you, people talk about all investors and da-da-da. Well, you know what? A lot of people are just buying it for their family, for themselves. Unfortunately, sorry guys, that is not, there's no tax deduction possible on that. You were not investing in it. This was supposed to be the place you were going to live. And unfortunately, that doesn't count against it. Again, check with your tax accountant, but this is the word I got from some very, very important, knowledgeable people. The second is, if the home was going to be a flip, you're a flipper. You're in the business of buying something and then flipping it somehow, which I know with pre-construction is a little bit different. But nonetheless, if the home is going to be a flip, and you have a track record of business doing like this, you're a flipper, you're a person who buys these things and sells them, whatever, then it will likely be an income loss. So deduction is possible. So if this is you, well, frankly, if this is you probably already knows it, but if you don't, call your tax accountant immediately. Maybe mention Andrew the Realtor, give you the info. And the last thing, the third answer of these three is the home is going to be a long-term investment. You're going to buy it, you're going to rent it out for next few years, whatever. Then it will likely, got to be careful here, it'll likely be a capital loss, so deduction is possible. So principal residence, sorry guys, that's a no, at least best I can tell. And flip, you're in the business of flipping, could be an income loss, which is deduction possible. At least you get some money back off the taxes, or at least pay less taxes, probably most of you. And then, of course, if it's a long-term investment, it could be a capital loss. So, guys, I hope that helps. Listen, that's a question not a lot of people ask. And frankly, when I came up with it, thinking in my mind, I was thinking, oh, man, well, other people might be interested as well. So, as always, guys, I provide valuable information for like this. Hit like, subscribe. You'll get more information like this. And, of course, my monthly market update, which has been doing pretty well. So, listen, guys, take care of yourselves. Again, get a good tax accountant. Need anything real estate related, ask Andrew.